Hi girls and guys, it's Mr. Tracky and we're on the right track. In today's video I'm going to teach you how to get 10 or more kills in a solo match. Now this is going to be more aimed at those of you who are newer to Fortnite or those of you who would consider yourself average but getting better. Now there are various things that I'm going to teach you to do, so we'll start from the top and we'll go through as the game progresses. So the first thing that you need to get right if you want to get around 10 kills or more in a solo match is, first of all, you've got to choose a good landing spot. Now my advice, if you want to get higher kill games like 10 or more kills, is to start at somewhere, and you know what I'm going to say here, like tilted towers. Now there are two ways I choose where I land in the map. If it's tilted and the bus is going near tilted, then you can pretty much guess that is where we're going to land. And the side effect of this is it's only going to make you a better player in the long run. My other advice, if you don't like tilted, is to land at the first big town that the bus is going to come across when it enters the map. Some of my favorite alternative places to land is Retail Row is my absolute favorite aside from tilted. Pleasant Park and Paradise Palms is a very popular place to land, also Risky Reels. The first thing you're going to want to do when it comes to your landing is land on a weapon. Now there's a reason you need to do this. It's all good going for chests, but when you see a weapon and a decent one at that, something like an AR or a shotgun, you need to prioritize trying to land on that before anybody else. It's all good going for chests, but you open a chest and you get a blue bolt and somebody has got a shotgun, guess who's going to win that particular gunfight? And before you even get anywhere near 1 kill, never mind 10, you are already eliminated out of the game. So try and prioritize where you are landing. If you see anything like an AR or a shotgun, you need to magpie that and get yourself down to it as soon as possible. So you've landed, you've got yourself a weapon, you've maybe got a kill or two. Now you need to start looting and farming, but what I would say here is do this in moderation. There is no need to constantly go around the whole of, say for instance, Retail Row, emptying out every single house, chopping down every tree and emptying every loot box. You want to get yourself to a certain amount of materials, a certain amount of guns and shield before you want to go looking for other people to kill instantly. Me, if I've got 200-300 mats, an AR and a shotgun and some shield and maybe some bandages, I'm out there looking for people. That is enough for me to get into a build fight, to get into a battle, to get injured and be able to replenish my health or shield straight away. You want to use other people to get your chests and stuff for you, and when you take them out, because obviously you're going for more kills here, they will naturally drop stuff for you. So let other people do the looting for you. You want to get yourself over into the gunfights. Speaking of gunfights, if you hear gunfights going on, you need to get yourself over if you're in the position where you've got enough mats and a decent set of weapons. Now there's a reason for this. When two people are fighting, usually both of them take some type of damage, and it's going to be easy for you to just get within close proximity and be like a predator, just like a leopard or a lion stalking its prey. Just wait for that right moment and you'll know it as soon as you see it, and you just need to take at least one down. Once you've got one down, it should be very easy to take out the other enemy. So you've cleared out your town and you've probably got about 4 or 5 kills now, so you're halfway to at least 10 kills. You've got plenty of loot because you've taken it off whoever has been killed in your town of choice. It's time to move on. And this is where you need to pay attention to where you are and where you are in relation to the next zone. And what you want to do is get yourself on the edge of the storm. You want to patrol the storm basically. This is where you're going to find people who are usually camping for wins, and it's usually the type of people who want to win even if they get 1 kill, and a lot of the time they won't actually be that good at Fortnite Battle Royale. There's also an added bonus to this. You protect yourself by the storm. A lot of people are very scared to get even lose 1 health point to the storm, whereas I personally will fight people in the storm as long as I can get it done really quickly. But you will find often enough you won't get approached from the rear, so you don't really have to worry about getting shot in the back. And a lot of the better players will be looking for so many kills, they'll tend to be in the center of the storm. But the disadvantage of doing this is you're going to get approached from every single angle possible. So if you're not that confident in your fighting abilities and your building abilities, then you want to stay away from the middle of the storm. So you've got a decent amount of kills, but you need to make sure that you are prioritizing your kills. Don't just willy-nilly go for anyone just to get that tally up. This is where you're more than likely to get more kills but throw away the win. You need to play sensibly. You need to understand when you are looking at somebody, how likely is it I'm going to win this gunfight here. The way I usually gauge it is, if I take this shot, am I going to be able to finish this person off? Or am I just like that sniper shot there? Or am I going to get into a gunfight that I'm probably not going to be able to handle? I.e., they're on the higher ground, I'm on the lower ground. I can take a shot at them, but can I finish them off? This is what you need to start thinking like, to make sure that you wrap the final part of the game up. So take your time and choose your gunfights. Not everybody that you see you need to kill. If you can stalk them, get closer, build above them, get them done. The thing that is an absolute must to get these type of games is understanding when you need to back away from a gunfight and heal. The better players in this game win more games and get higher kills in games because they understand when a gunfight isn't quite going your way, you need to back off, block yourself in if possible, and take some potion or take some bandages. This is the difference between a good and a bad player in Fortnite. I used to do it so much where I used to just absolutely spray and just hope that I landed that last bullet that would win the gunfight, and more often enough this just won't happen for you. So back away, block yourself in, get some shield down you. If the other person isn't doing this and you've managed to hit them, you're already at an advantage. It's something you need to drill into your head. I know it may seem like it's time consuming, but believe me, you will win a lot more fights if you start doing this. So you're coming to the final portion of the game and you've amassed a decent amount of kills, but you're still not quite there. This is where you need to start slowing things down and you need to play a lot more conservative. You still need to have that air of aggression about you, because aggressive players tend to win more gunfights on the basis that some people just get so panicked when somebody's rushing at them that they just really don't know what to do with themselves. So be mindful of where your enemies are and try your absolute best when there are the last few people left to locate almost everyone. If you can locate where everybody is, then you're already more likely to win than the other people you're playing, because there's nothing worse than playing and not knowing where that one person is, because they're usually the person that sneaks up on you from behind, or they're sat in a bush, you're about to win and you get blown away with a shotgun from somebody who's been camping the whole game and gets one kill. The last thing I'm going to mention, but it's one of the most important things you can take away and use even if you aren't going for high kill games, is launch pads and bounce pads. Now I see so many people using these to get themselves out of trouble because they have got too close to the storm and the storm is right upon them and there is no other way to get away from it apart from using bouncers or launch pads. This means that you are not managing how you get across the ground properly. You should not have to worry about the storm taking damage from you. If you're in a situation where you get into a gunfight and the storm is on you, then I understand that's unavoidable, but I'm talking about people using these when they have just been willy-nilly chopping down too many trees, looting, and before you know it, you see that purple coming into your heads-up display. The best places you can use launchpad and bouncers is to get yourself into action and play aggressively against other players. It's such a godsend to know that you've hurt somebody from afar with a snipe shot and you can just glide in on them while they're unsuspecting, thinking that they're healing up in a box. Get down on them, get aggressive with them, use your launch pads for these type of stuff. And as an evasive maneuver, if something's not quite going right for you, use your launch pad or your bouncer, reposition and come back into the gunfight. Guys, these are all my tips for you to, as a newer player or as an average player, to pretty much ensure that you are better placed to get 10+ kill games. And basically I was one of these people who was getting 2, 3, 4 kills a game. Now I'm getting 10 to 15 a game and I'm still improving. There are things that I still need to improve on, which you've probably seen in this video, but where it comes to securing 10 kill solos, it's something that I do quite regular now, and this is why I've done this video. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but the like and subscribe button, I hope they tickle your fancy, and as always guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.